Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Kelsey with Teaching Online with Kelsey, and I have this channel to vlog about my life as a full-time online teacher and to help serve other online teachers as well, whether with Outschool or Allschool. So please make sure it's not the last time that you see me by hitting that red subscription button and the bell to be notified of new videos every week, and to also give this video a thumbs up. It helps support me and this channel. And if you're watching this because you are curious about joining the Allschool team, please make sure to download my free Allschool guide down below to help you get started on the application process. And I would be happy to help you if you need any help during the process as well. So specifically for this video that I'm doing, this is about Allschool. And if you have also, if you're actually watching this and you have decided that you're on Allschool, you got accepted, your background's cleared, and so now you're ready to upload your first course. So I know several of you on my YouTube channel and on my Instagram page, which my Instagram page, by the way, is the same title, Teaching Online with Kelsey. So feel free to give a follow there as well. Now, several of you on both of those platforms have asked the question, how do I upload a course on the Allschool platform? And I get it, because the Allschool platform, there are some things on there that just look really confusing and you're not really sure, am I doing the right thing? Am I using the right, formatting on the pictures? Does this look okay? So what I'm about to show you is how I, first of all, upload or download my course. So I'm doing this live with you, how I download a course that I just created and how I'm going to upload this course directly on my Allschool page. So I'm going to be doing this with you. So if there are errors that come up, you're going to see those too. But I'm going to show you step by step what the process of uploading a course looks like on the Allschool page. And I'm going to be doing it live with you. So if you are curious on how to create a course, I do have a video on that. So you can go back and watch that video first. I'll leave that in the cards. It should be the video where I talked about the PGC courses being postponed. So in case you don't see it on the cards, you can find that to help you figure out how to create a course on Canva. And then for this video, I'm going to show you how you download it on Canva. And then I'm going to do it live with you, how to upload your course on the Allschool page. So one of the first things that I'm going to do here, once you have finished creating your course, so I promise I don't have a course on insects on the Allschool page. I'm going to create a brand new course on the page, and it's about insects. So I usually teach a lot of STEM and music classes, so insects is sort of one of my niche subjects. I'm really fascinated with insects too, along with the solar system and Chrome Music Lab. You've seen a lot of my tutorials for Chrome Music Lab, I'm sure. So here's what we're going to do. So on this share button here, you're going to go into download. So one of the first things that I'm actually going to do is I'm going to download just the first page. And for that first page, I am going to need that for the thumbnail. So the little thumbnail portion of the class. So I'm going to do that first, and then I'm going to show you how I download all of the slides for the Allschool format. So if you're curious about how you download just certain pages on Canva, so you'll click that download button and then select pages. So I'm only doing just the first page here. So just page 1, done, and then we're going to let that download. And usually, because it's one page, it doesn't really take that long to download. And then we're going to close that out. I'm going to click that share button again, go all the way down, scroll down, download. So this time I'm going to download all of my slides. Now, what I'm actually going to do and what I have found successful on the Allschool platform when downloading new classes or creating new courses on the Allschool platform, instead of a PNG format, I've actually been doing PDF. And I know that sounds a little silly to do PDF, but it's a lot smaller file to download and to upload, essentially, and that seems to go well on the Allschool platform. So I'm actually going to download it as a PDF print because it's still going to be high quality, still going to be a high quality stuff that you've created beautifully on Canva. It's just going to be a smaller file to download for the Allschool site. So we're going to download that real quick. So once you have your courseware downloaded onto your computer, that's the next step is going to be going on your Allschool page. So we're going to give it that download a little bit. So I am doing this live. So you're seeing my process live, how I create a course on the Allschool platform. So make sure you give a subscribe and a follow if you haven't already. So I like to make videos on Allschool. I know many of you who are teaching on the Allschool platform are brand new to online teaching and you need some assistance on that. So I'd be happy to assist you in that. If you also have any questions or further questions about Allschool, please leave a comment down below and I'll be happy to do a future video on your questions about Allschool. So, and make sure to check out my other videos about Allschool too, and make sure to download the free guide if you haven't done so already. So, and that free guide is going to be for people who want to teach on the Allschool platform. So, and of course, if you've already downloaded the guide and you're still watching my videos, thank you so much for your support. Okay, let's get back here. So I'm going to open up a new tab and I'm going to go to my Allschool tab, and that's just going to open right up. So I did teach a class this morning. So what you're going to do to download your course, so you're going to go here to courses. All right, so these are some of the courses I have on here that are already listed on here. So you're going to click on this button here that says Create Course. So you'll have a choice. So you're either going to create a new course or you can create a copy based on existing course. But for this video, I am doing a brand new course on here. I'm downloading a new course, so we are creating a new course. So we're going to go to click on the next step button. So you'll come to this page here where it says put in a course title. So I labeled on here all about insects. So I'm going to keep it really simple. So depending on the age group of your children, you are going to be, tailoring your title depending on what your age group is. So if you're teaching little kids, you may want to use like a more fun, exciting title. And if you're teaching like older children, you want to tailor it to that as well. And I only say that because I primarily teach the younger children and not so much the older children. So we're going to do that. Once you got your title, you're going to click on to the next step. So this is what the next step is going to look like. So you already got your title here, and then you're going to pick a subject. So because we're talking about insects, we're going to scroll all the way down to science and nature. So depending on what your course is, you pick your subject. So we got arts, English, life skills, math, music, social studies, world language, coding and tech, health and wellness, science and nature, and Chinese. So I actually did not know Chinese was on there. That's really interesting. So the next thing is going to be your introduction. So this is similar if you like teach on Outschool too. It's sort of a similar idea in that you have to put in the title, the subject. You have to have like an introduction. So this introduction will be to the learners and the parents. So it's not quite like Outschool where there's like a learner summary and then a parent summary. So not quite there yet, but that's okay. So for this introduction, we are going to say, in this one-time class, we will be exploring different insects. So keep it simple, kind of similar to Outschool. Don't try to do any kind of teasers or anything like that. You may want to beef it up if you'd like. It's just an intro kind of explaining your opening course. Like, so you don't want to write down a lesson plan of like what it is. You're basically just introducing your lesson. Like, this is a one-time course about insects. So that's what your introduction is going to be. So we're going to go down here, course type. So I chose one time. It's going to be a one-time course. And because on the Allschool platform, it seems like the one-time courses are getting the most success. So if you need any tips, I definitely recommend doing your one-time courses first before trying to experiment with like any camps or ongoing formats. So if you're just starting out on Allschool, trying to upload a course, try to make it a one-time class, right? And those usually get more enrollments anyways. So then we get to this part, which can look a little confusing. Because when you open create a new lesson, right, you get this little tab here. And you're like, what? So what you're going to do is you're going to click on the little pen button, and that's going to be to edit as it pops up. So we're going to edit, and it's going to open this page here. So what you're going to see, I'm going to scroll on over here so that you can see it. So lesson title, so it's going to be lesson, so if it's going to be a one-time class, you could just put down the lesson, so I had all caps on. In this one, we will be different types of insects. And I may kind of beef it up a little bit, like saying we will explore pollinating insects, garden protector insects, helpful insects, other insects, and concluding with the butterfly. So I'm, again, keeping it pretty simple. So your lesson cover. So that's going to be the next step. So we're going to upload the cover. And that's going to be that download that we had where it was all about insects. So just that very first page here, we're going to open that up. So, and it'll tell you to edit the image. Looks great. That's how we'll upload it. So, and that usually takes a little bit. So we're going to go ahead and move on to the next step. So it's going to say here, the parent's guide. So this is essentially going to be what the parents are going to read about the class. So that's going to be, you know, if there's something that you need to tell the parents about your class, you know, feel free. I know sometimes when I teach, I still will get ESL learners. So I think I'm going to make it a point to mention on here that, you know, usually it's good if your child already knows a little bit of English. So, you know, and just letting them know, like, this is not really an ESL lesson. This is just learning about insects, talking about different insects, you know. But I mean, it still happens. It still happens that I'll get ESL learners and I have to kind of VIP kid it a little bit sometimes, especially if I'm teaching early in the morning. So it happens, you know. What can you do? So I'm going to put on here, you know, this lesson will be taught in English. I may put a disclosure, you know, saying if your child is requiring, you know, ESL assistance, please let me know ahead of time. And that way I can accommodate the lesson to that learner better. So, good rule of thumb, especially if you have taught like with VIP Kid or Go-Go Kid in the past. So, good. It's just a good disclosure to give to the parent. So, if your is in need of ESL assistance, please message the teacher, Miss Kelsey. Excuse me. If your child is in need of ESL assistance, please message the teacher so that I can accommodate the lesson for your child. Apparently I can't spell accommodate. Right click and it'll give you the choice of how to change it, in case you didn't know. Okay. So we have that. If you do have like a guide or if you have a worksheet that you're going to include in the class, you're also going to upload it on here. I still recommend that you do a PDF for your worksheet, so that way it's easier for the parents to print out too. So PDF print from Canva, definitely recommend. All right. So now we get down here, and it's already going to look like a little more complicated. So this is where it's like, oh my goodness, like preview, courseware, homework, you know. So this is where it could be, you know, where it could be confusing for some of you, like, how do I actually upload it? So the preview, so this is something like if you want your learners to learn something about insects before the class. So if you have an activity that you want them to do ahead of time, so that way they can get to know the insects better, or whatever your subject is, you know, you would type that information here. However, I typically don't like to do that. I kind of like to do this Allschool style where there's not like a preview. It's where anyone can sign up and you come into class and you learn the subject as it is. So I'm immediately going to go to the courseware. So thankfully you do not have to do a preview and you don't even have to do homework on the bottom. Those are completely optional. It's just whatever course you create. If there is a preview or if there is something that you want the learners to do after the course is done, you would put it here. So for the courseware, this is the key thing that you want to download. So the courseware is going to be your actual slides that you're going to download on Allschool. So we're going to click on this upload attachment. So this is where we are going to go to the All About Insects. And you see I have the PDF file. So that's going to have all 40 slides. I have 40 slides for this. Good heavens. I know that's a lot, but a lot of them are pictures. So, and usually when I teach younger kids, I don't use a lot of wording per se. I may for like transitional slides, but for like insects, when it's information that you already know about, like I just do the pictures because, you know, for younger kids, like the words could be a little overstimulating for them. So pictures they can be good listeners, listen to what I have to say, and usually as long as it's engaging with my language, like they can learn a lot from that. So we're gonna open. So, oh, hello. Cannot exceed 100 millis. Okay. So, that is actually very curious because I figured a PDF might be enough. So, I'm curious how we can download that. See, and I'm doing this live. So, I'm not editing this. I'm not adding, you know, I mean, I add my little subscribe buttons and all, but like, I'm not doing any kind of magic. So you're literally seeing what you're seeing here. So we are going to see, how about, let's try PDF standard. We're going to do that this time. We're going to do PDF standard and see if that will make it better. It'll still look good, no matter the case. So we're going to wait for that to download, and then we're going to try again. And then if that works, then I take back what I say with PDF print and do PDF standard for your slides. So it sounds like, I believe that is actually what I did last time. So we are going to find that again. Oh, it is still downloading, my friends. See, I told you it was live. Live in person, not editing, not doing any kind of special features, anything like that. So let's try again. There it is. Okay, so that is actually still too big. Okay. So, interesting. I wonder if I just have too many slides. So I could just have too many slides. Because I mean, it is a lot. It is a lot. It is a lot that I've created here. So I think what I might end up doing is just deleting some of the pictures here. So, which is kind of sad because a lot of, you know, a lot of the children really do like the slides. However, if you are doing just Zoom instead of ClassPod, because I'm actually doing this for ClassPod, you don't have to worry about that too much. But you still want to download something for so now it's 30. Okay, let's try it again this time. Hopefully that's going to be a little bit smaller. I hope so. So we'll see. So you see it live, so you know it's a real thing. So that's where it does get a little tricky on the Allschool platform. They want like super small files, and yet super high quality stuff. And so like you kind of have to play around on Canva a little bit to try to figure it out. So let's try again. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, it's still downloading. Okay, should get it now. Alright. We're still too big. Okay. We are still a little too big. So, I don't want to get rid of anything, but it looks like I still have to get rid of some stuff. So, okay, well, that's really sad. But I guess so if you can make your files a lot smaller, that would be ideal. So, because that's just I can't tell you why Allschool is like that on the platform. I can't explain to you why they want like super small files. It's just it just is. But like PDF has to be under 100 millibytes. So, and that's what we're trying to figure out right now, live. You're seeing it live with me. So, wow, it is still too big. Oh my goodness, folks. I am so sorry. So, if you just want to like scroll until I actually figure it out, you know, be my guest, because this is something. Well, I guess I'm just not going to talk about all the insects then. You know, I guess I'm just going to have to get rid of some insects. Sorry. Which is sad, because I do want to like talk about all of these insects, but I guess not. But then again, it's a one-time class, so might not have time to talk about it. So, okay. 20 slides should do it. It should actually do it this time. It should do it. It should work out this time. And if not, then yeah, I think it should be okay, because I remember downloading a slide where there was, or I remember downloading a courseware and it was only about 20 slides, and somehow that ended up being okay. So, all right. 5th time's a charm, right? So, okay, perfect. There we go. We got it. So, pro tip, only use like 20 slides on Canva, because the Allschool platform can only take so much. But we got it. We got it downloaded. So there it is, PDF, all the slides on the courseware, so that way the Allschool team can see what you're going to show in your class. So, and if you want to leave any notes on there, you can. So once you have that downloaded, which the key thing is downloading your courseware. Once you got that downloaded, we're gonna move me over, sorry. We're gonna hit save and close. So that your lesson is right here, downloaded with your courseware, ready to go. So then your last thing you're going to fill out is how long your lesson's going to be. I'm going to say 30 minutes. 30 minutes is usually good. Course photo, I'm just going to use the same photo here again. Looks great. And then you can also do a video if you have, I have not done a video, or at least not yet. So if you know that you're creating a course and you got a video, Just make sure that you download it and that it's also under 100 millibytes. So and if you make a video and it's way over that, or it's like gigabytes, like there are good like video compressing apps. So, or you can just do a screen share. I know screen shares are usually pretty small files if you want. I'm just going to skip that for now for the video. And then the description is where you are going to actually write the details of your course. So what that is going to be. So for this, I know I'm using like this thing. We will be exploring different types of insects. Here is how the class will be taught. So you can say, you know, start with introductions, ask learners what their favorite insect is, or insects, because I teach littles and they're always going to have like 5 favorite insects. That's just how they are. We will then talk about what makes an insect an insect. So body parts of an insect in detail. And then pollinating insects, so bees, wasps, ants, garden, protector, insects, so ladybugs. What other slides did I put in there? This is truly like my thinking process. So if you're kind of like the same way at like me, like what you're seeing now, like take to heart, like it's okay if you have to pause and be like, oh, what was it that I put down? Happens to the best of us. So, and I definitely am trying to be as transparent as possible with you in this process. And that way, if you're over here like, oh, I can't make perfect courses like all these teachers. Stop it, stop it, stop it. We all do this, okay? I'm just brave enough to show you. Okay? That's all it is. Let's see, garden protector insects. I put down ladybugs. I put down praying mantis. I also put down, oh my gosh, I swear I know these insects. Sometimes, like, I'll just go back, and you are doing the screen share. Okay, you're just going to go down here for now. So, oh, a dragonfly. Dragonfly, and then helpful insects. So those are flies, dung beetles, grasshoppers, crickets, cicadas, other insects, mosquitoes. That's definitely not how you spell mosquitoes. There we go. That's a lifesaver. Mosquitoes, stick bugs, and we will close with talking about the butterfly. And asking which insect you thought was the most fascinating. So you can do something like that, and that way, and that way the parents will also see what's expected of the class too. And as long as you're willing to kind of give out those details of how the class is going to go, it's going to be a better experience for those families, and that's also going to help families leave positive reviews about you too. So it's always good to make sure if you have as many, if you set the expectations very, very clear up front, you know, usually these families, you know, are going to be happier in the long run. So that's usually how I'm going to do it. And then learning objective. So that's when I put in the dinosaur. So learners will gain more knowledge about the benefits of insects, which is true. So, and you can also click on this plus sign and said learners will have a better appreciation for insects. So for insects, we'll better under what an insect is. So you can list as many objectives as you want. One is usually okay. So now your next final steps. All right, so you can either choose ClassPod or you can choose Zoom. Now I know several of you are like, you know, ClassPod, it's a little wonky, I'm not really sure, you know, so you can choose Zoom. So whether you use ClassPod or Zoom, you would still have to upload your course. So for this instance, I kind of like to use ClassPod personally, just because sometimes when I teach really early in the morning, the last thing I want to do is open up Canva and find those slides, which I know for a lot of you, you're probably like, Kelsey, that's really no big deal. I know it's not a big deal. I know it literally only takes like 2 minutes to just find the slides and just upload them on the screen and then just screen share it. I get it. However, you know, it is just a lot easier to just have them on there, and that, you know, then that there's not going to be as many technical issues with, you know, with the class as possible. So I like to do ClassPod personally. So, and then your language, and then you are going to choose, so you could choose a course where it's going to be all ages, or you can go here and click it where it's going to be, you know, a certain age group. And then if you have to pause at any point in your application, like maybe you wanted to fill out all the information and then you wanted to create an intro video and then try to upload it on the platform, you can click on this button, Save Draft, and that will save your draft. So then you can go create your video and then go back to the Allschool course side on your page and hit the class where it's in the drafts and go back to it and upload it then. But if you have all your information, you have all your classware, and you're ready to go, you're going to click that submit button, which is what I'm going to do for this course too. So, and then you will get this button here, confirm to submit. Your course will be reviewed within 7 business days. So it does take a little bit of time to get your course submitted for the Allschool team to review and to get it approved, or if they feel like, we need some more information, so it does take a little bit of time because the Allschool team, they are very, very busy people. So we're going to click confirm. All right. And it's going to look like this on the page. So it's going to be under review. So still give the Allschool team, about up to 7 business days. I've heard of some people say their courses were approved within 2 days. I've also heard of some people that they had submitted a course and it was a lot longer than 7 days, and they're just like, what the heck is going on? If that is the case, like if it truly has been more than 7 business days since you've tried to submit a course on the Allschool platform, this button here, it goes right to the support team. So send them a message, let them know the course, and just simply let them know, hey, I submitted this course 7 business days ago. It is not, it's still saying it's under review. What do I need to do next? So they'll be happy to help you in that situation. So that is how you submit a course on the Allschool platform. So I hope that is helpful for you. And if you still have any more questions about how to submit a course or how to use the website or anything like that, please leave a comment down below. I'd be happy to help you with that. Thanks so much for watching all the way through. Make sure to subscribe and like this video, and I will see you next time.